Hey guys, I am not sure I want to do this video, but I just got a message from a sweet guy that has just been diagnosed with an autoimmune disease, asking for some support and reassurance. And I've written about this, so I don't know why I'm so nervous to share my feelings today. It's probably because I'm really struggling today. Many of those that know me, that are close in my family and my friends, and those that may have read some of my books, I have lupus, and I have fought it for many years. Today is a bad lupus day. And, there's a lot of symptoms with chronic illness that we don't even know. And I didn't know why I felt like I needed to share, and then I got this message from someone that's just been diagnosed with another autoimmune disease, actually two, and he's nervous about the future. And for me, I've had really bad times where I have lost my hair, and my heart condition that I get with lupus has flared up, and then I've had periods of time, like the last few years, where I've had the greatest miracle to be able to write these books and travel and speak. The last few days, it's been hard. Sorry, I'm wearing this coat because I've been running a little bit of a fever with it, and my hands have hurt so bad today that my sweet husband and daughter massaged my hands during church today so I could stay in church to take the sacrament. But it hurt pretty bad. And I know that many of you deal with chronic illness and arthritis and maybe struggle with other chronic illnesses that manifest in ways that nobody knows. And so you walk around looking pretty normal most of the time. And you don't always share what it feels like to struggle, because it becomes your new normal. And this has been my normal for a long time, and I feel so grateful that I've been able to do what I need to do and to serve in the ways that I've wanted to serve, to be a mom of two kids that are a miracle when doctors said I shouldn't have any children. So I always promise to come in honesty, and I do a lot of self-care to be healthy and not have this illness be my identity. But sometimes it kicks me in the tail. And so the last few days it's been that way. And so I've been laying down resting today, and I've been reflecting on the gifts of having chronic illness. And I just wanted to take to Facebook Live and share them, especially to those of you and my friend that reached out tonight, and he's young and starting out his life and getting to chronic illness, autoimmune disease. Diagnosis isn't what you want when you start out young. That's when mine came, when I was newly married, no kids, and in college, and had all these dreams and plans. I've learned a lot from having lupus. Today, I remembered some of the gifts that I've needed to pull from that God has taught me. He's taught me the value of self-care. He's taught me that it's not negotiable. I have to show up for myself. The other thing that he's taught me is that I will have manna every day, what I need for that day. And some days, like yesterday, I didn't get even an ounce of the things I wanted to get done. You know, I got to the two things on that list, right? I had to surrender. So I think the other great gift I've been taught by this disease is surrender and trusting God. And so today, as my joints have been like on fire and hurting, I also was reminded how grateful I am for these hands that I've been able to write books. And I have been able to hold babies that I never thought I would have the chance. I see many of you joining this video. I had not planned on doing this tonight because I obviously do not have any sense of composure right now. It's been one of those last few days of exhaustion and low-grade fever and joint pain, which are some of my regular symptoms. But when I got that message from this dear friend, this young young man that I love, that I've watched grown up, and he is hopeful about his future but scared. I thought I needed to share with him my hope that God has great plans even when you have a diagnosis, and that he will be given what he needs to do what he came to earth to do. And that is my testimony. And also just a reminder for myself to surrender and trust God's plan and timing for my life. And some days that means resting. But some days I even forget that I can't see what people are struggling with. And I think chronic illness can kind of be that way, where it becomes your normal and you don't even know what people are dealing with. So when you see me always in my coat in the middle of my house, I'm grateful. I've had so many years to experience so many blessings and experiences that have taught me so much. But I think one of my greatest tutors has been this chronic illness. So for those of you that are dealing with one, I want you to know that there's hope and there's healing, and there's times that are great and times that are not great. And those times that aren't great can be frustrating because you've been there before, right? And just a reminder today that you never know who is fighting, right next to you. They may look fine. They may look like they've got it all figured out, right? And yet most of us, if not all of us, have something. And so tonight, I just, in total authenticity and not having it all together and no answers, like really no answers other than this, that I wanted my friend to know that reached out to me today that he's going to be okay. And even if he's scared right now, and even though he's not sure what the future is going to be, and even though he's scared, that he's not sure if he's going to be able to reach his goals and see his dreams fulfilled. I hope after, I don't know how many years now, over 25 years, I've had this partner in my life called Lupus. I've learned so much. There's been so many miracles. My 2 kids are my biggest. But those books on my bookshelf that have my name on it feel miraculous to me too, especially days like this when it hurts to put on makeup or brush my hair, put the key in the ignition. That was that kind of day today. So I hope this video and all my tears aren't coming across as anything other than really a testimony of faith and hope that even on the hard days, we are given what we need. And sometimes all we need that day to do is rest, and that's hard when you have things you want to get done. But mainly I want those of you that struggle, my friend, to know that I believe in hope and faith and healing and miracles, because they've happened for me so many times over the last 25 years. I never could have imagined that I'd have one book out on a bookshelf in a store. And on the days that my hands burn and the joints hurt, I remember that it's God's grace. It's totally God's grace that helps us do everything that we need to do. And maybe for you it's not, lupus or chronic illness. Maybe for you it's depression or anxiety. Maybe for you it's, there's my husband watching. He knows that I've been struggling. He usually only knows. Maybe for you it's financial. But if you're dealing with a brand new diagnosis and you're pretty sure you're not going to be able to keep going, or you're afraid that all your dreams are dead because of that, I just want you to keep trusting God's plan for you. He's going to use it, and it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be a struggle some days, like it was for me the last few days. But I also totally trust in the power of grace of God. That grace has saved me time and again. And good friends and family. Today was so tender for me to have my husband and my daughter just help my hands. And I thought it was so appropriate right during the sacrament to have that happen. That I know I have a Savior who knows how I feel. He knows how you feel. He knows what you're struggling with. He knows the pain that nobody else can see. And He knows what you're feeling right now for fear that you're not going to have what you need to do what you need to do. I have those feelings today. I have a testimony that the Savior knows He's there and He's not going to leave you. Absolutely know that for sure. And so if you're one of those people today like me that are struggling, maybe with some physical stuff or some emotional stuff or some spiritual stuff or all three, that you'll know that you're not alone tonight. And that's my testimony. And to my dear friend that reached out tonight, he knows who he is. I hope he knows that I have great hope for his future. He's going to be awesome. The doctors and family and friends that are around him are there, and they're going to bless him and help him, and it will be a new normal, and it will be beautiful. And that's my message for tonight. Thanks for, man, that was a lot of messy tears tonight, so I apologize. I hope the message was clear. My intention in sharing tonight was just that, to testify of grace and my Savior, and of hope and healing no matter what the diagnosis is. So thank you.